Did you guys know? If you all start reading for just 30 minutes every day, then you stand a possibility to increase your lifespan by at least 2 years. Isn't that amazing? I think it's worth giving a shot. So, everyone out there, go pick out a book that interests you, be it fiction, non fiction, fantasy, classics, thrillers, anything it is. Just go pick it up and start reading, and I bet we will have fun every day. Welcome to my February TBR video where I'm going to discuss about how many books I want to read in the month of February and tell you what I'm looking forward to read. The first book on my reading list for the month of February is a timeless classic, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I think I'm the last person to pick this book up, but it's never late to pick up a book and read it, right? So, this book is Austen's best loved romance that unfolds around the two eldest, Jane and Elizabeth, and two eligible bachelors, Mr. Bingley and his friend Mr. Darcy. When the lively Elizabeth first meets the aloof Darcy, she dislikes him immediately, but this is only the prelude to a classic attraction of opposites. I hope I complete this book this month, and I'll keep you posted on what I think about it. The second book on my list is a horror book. It's The Deep by Nick Cutter. I know, there's a book called The Troop by the same author that has been most talked about, and I think it has really high ratings on Goodreads as well. But I couldn't get a hand on that book. All I could get is The Deep, and I want to read a horror book in the month of February. I don't know why, but yes, this says utterly terrifying, and that's all we are looking forward to. But I promise you I will read The Troop by end of this year. So this book goes as a strange plague called the Gets is decimating humanity on a global scale. It causes people to forget small things at first, like where they left their keys, and then not so small things like how to drive or the letters of the alphabet. Their bodies forget how to function involuntarily. There is no cure, but far below the surface of Pacific Ocean, a universal healer hailed as Ambrosia has been discovered. In order to study this phenomena, a special research lab has been built 8 miles under the sea's surface. When the station goes incommunicado, a brave few descend through the lightless fathoms in hopes of unraveling the mysteries lurking at those crushing depths, and perhaps to encounter an evil blacker than anyone could possibly imagine. I don't need anything else to get terrified, but I think this book is going to be an interesting and terrifying read. I'll keep you posted on this as well. Then comes my most awaited read after reading my first fantasy book. It is the second book in the ACOTAR series, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I do not want to know anything about this book. I do not want to read the premise. I just want to go in blind because I know what happened in the first book. This is my third book, and I hope to read this quite a beast book in the month of February. The next book is from my favorite genres, a thriller. So it's Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I've only heard good things about this book, and I do not want to know the premise as well. So I know Riley Sager would not disappoint anyone, or hopefully not in this book. So this is going to be an interesting read, and I heard it's going to be fast paced too. So I think February is a great time to read fast paced books. The fifth book on my list is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. It says meet the residents of number 12. There's a name of the apartment. I think it's in French. It's a beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, and the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. I have read The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and I really enjoyed reading that book. But however, I think I read one more book that came after The Guest List that I did not enjoy as much. But I hope to see what this book holds, and I think the premise looks good. There is the whole plot set up in Paris, and that's all we need. The last book on my reading list for February is just being based on a word by one of my favorite YouTubers, Gabby. She runs a book club called the Book true. She just said it was one of her favorite picks for that book club, and I think she gave a 5-star rating for this book. It is What Lies in the Woods. I tried to get a copy from one of the bookstores nearby, but I couldn't find, so I finally ordered it from Book of the Month, and here it is. It has arrived, and I think I don't want to know what the premise is. I don't want to know what this book is about. I just know it's a thriller or mystery, and I just know Gabby loved this book. I hope she did not change her mind later on, or change her rating, but that doesn't matter. Her first time review was great, and I really liked it. She also has a review video or a live show that was planned, and it is on her channel. I will link it down in the description, and you can go check it out. But that I'm just reading this on her word. So there it is, my TBR of 6 books for the month of February, and I look forward to read this. As always, keep reading, keep yourself hydrated, and see you in the next video.